There has always been conflict that exists between man and animals in and around the villages around Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve. On an average, there's been about 3 to 4 human deaths each year, and many more livestock is lost in this fight between man and animal, both of them wanting their own space, which they want to call as their own home. More often than not, the tiger is blamed. So it's not just the human and livestock that is affected, but the tiger and the other wild animals in these areas are also affected.
ये 2014 में दीपावली के दूसरे दिन की घटना है, परिवा के दिन की। उस दिन पता चला कि यहाँ मास्टर साहब को बाघ ने खा लिया है। टीचर जी तो बड़े सुबह सुबह उठे होंगे, उसके बाद वो जंगल की तरफ चले गए लकड़ी बीनने, और वहीं पे बाघ इनको मारा।
Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve has the highest density of the tigers. It ranges about 16 plus per 100 square kilometer, and it is highest in the central Indian landscape, and that means we have the tigers fighting each other, pushing them outside the core area. So the weaker ones, the older ones, they are forced to move out, and once they move out, they come in contact with the people, they come in contact with the cattle, they change their food habits from the wild herbivores to cattle.
There are n number of activities that are carried out because there are villages around the park. There are wood cutting, there is firewood collection from the park, there is mahua, tendu collection that happens, bamboo collection. Cattle is taken inside the forest for grazing into the core areas. So being in the buffer area, villages are still dependent on the core forest for a lot of reasons.
आक्रोशित भीड़ वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा इकट्ठा हुई और फिर वो वन विभाग के पूरे रेंज ऑफिस में आग लगाई, अपन वायरलेस रूम में आग लगाई, और सभी वहाँ की गाड़ियों को तोड़ फोड़ किए, फाइलें जलाई, आसपास की जितना भी वातावरण था कुल मिला के वो सब आग के हवाले हो गया।
We had a huge problem in Khitauli. There were 4 incidences in a series where different persons were killed and the people's anger were rising. We had almost lost communication with the villagers. There, Last Wilderness Foundation came forward and we had a dialogue with the people, and immediately we started getting positive results in the terms of villagers started trusting us and helping us having a dialogue with the people.
We at Last Wilderness have taken a couple of steps in Bandhavgarh to reduce the conflict situation here. One of them is to work with the forest department, train their personnel to handle emergency situations. We've also had a workshop with the police to help the police work with the forest department to handle emergency situations. We target the middle school, which is from 6th to 8th standard students. We target them because they are the kids who will remain in the school for the next couple of years and can spread the awareness that we give them, or we can spread the message through them. The other reason is they are also an influencing factor for their parents and the other adults in the village. So they are big enough to speak to them, they're big enough to make a point, but they are not rigid about their ideas. They are still in an absorbing stage where they can absorb new ideas, they can change and they can be molded. We take these students inside the park, we give them a brief introduction about where they live, because they do not have a holistic picture of where they live inside the park. So we give them the map, we show them where they live, and we take them inside the park to show them the denizens of the park. Sometimes we talk to them about the plants, the animals, we get to see some wildlife. They're very thrilled to see a peacock or a jungle fowl also. So they come out excited and thrilled to be a part of the tourism activity that happens over here. And they come out, we give them a meal, either a heavy breakfast, if it's a morning ride, if it's an afternoon ride, it's a lunch. And then we start with showing them a short film which talks about how a forest goddess talks to the villagers about how beautiful the creation is, but people living here do not appreciate it and they're destroying it. The key question that we ask them is, everything is provided by the forest. You get water, you get air, you get food. What is the one thing that you think that you give back to the forest? And you really hear a silence there. So there's no answer. They'll be thinking, saying, okay, what do we give back to the forest? And then we talk to them about how human beings can protect the forest, especially people living around the forest. If they want this beauty, they want this abundance of products to be available to them for a longer term, then how can they protect the forest? For the adults in the village, we create awareness by putting up posters. So we have poster which talks about the do's and don'ts, how to avoid a man-animal conflict, and a little bit about the tiger and its behavior. So do's and don'ts that we put up in the poster for the villages, one of them is do not go out alone in the dark, and if at all you have to go, then make some sound and go. So if there is a cattle being attacked by the tiger, do not chase the tiger away for saving the cattle, because if you do that, then the herder may himself lose his life. Third, we tell them do not light fire to clear up areas for Mahua and Tendu season. If they have to, then they should put the fire off before they get back home. The other thing that we've done is we've done large screening of the movie Truth About Tigers and the Bagh movie. We've done screening for the entire village. When the incident happened, the angry villagers had created a lot of loss for the forest department. After that, we thought it was a challenge for us, and we said, okay, let's conduct the program in this village. And in 2015, there was a complete change that we saw with another incident that came up.
ये अभी नवंबर की घटना था जिसमें जो है खितौली में एक टाइगर आके और घर के पीछे बैठ गया था, और उसको जब हम लोगों ने उसका रेस्क्यू किया और रेस्क्यू करने के बाद जो है पुनः उसको जंगल क्षेत्र में जब उसको मूव कराए, तो उसमें जो है गांव वालों का जो सहयोग मिला, बहुत अच्छा कोऑपरेशन था, बहुत अच्छा मीडिया प्लस जो गांव के जो बुजुर्ग थे या जो भी समझदार थे, उन्होंने भले गांव वालों को जो है अंदर जाने के लिए मतलब घरों में जाने के लिए जो है एडवाइस किया और हम लोगों का सपोर्ट किया।
हमें ऐसे पता चला कि हमारे सोचे थे कि गाय यहाँ, हम सोचे कि गाय तो हमारे अर्थ यहाँ कुछ नहीं आ सकती, यहाँ तो गाय तो ही और कुछ तो नहीं है। इसके बाद यहाँ से गाय बांधने, तो वो पिछल रहा था अपनी तरफ, तो जब हमारे तरफ देखा तो आँखें बड़ी बड़ी दिखी, टार्च हमारे छोटी वाली, तो हमारे तरफ दिखाया, मुँह दिखाया जब इतना बड़ा, सोचे नहीं कुछ है इसमें, तो हम खिसक के ऐसे फिर बाजू में गए। तो इसके बाद में यहाँ से बुलाएं, आके देखे वहाँ पास से, तो उस तरफ बैठा रहा रुन्हान पितारी, वो खड़ा रहा, फिर बैठ गया उधर इस तरह मुंह करके। अब मैंने जब पूछिन कि नहीं पारक बालन का सूचना दिए रहा, यानी कुछ हो जाए तो कह दिए कि हमको कहीं नहीं बताए। तो इसके बाद सूचना की वजह से यहाँ से फिर 2 लड़का गए यहाँ से, तो वहाँ गए पारक से फिर गाड़ी आई, तो 4 ठो गाड़ी आ गई। इसके बाद में यहाँ वहाँ लगी गाड़ी, 1-2 घंटा बैठा, इसके बाद में यहाँ से यहाँ निकल गया।
अभी मैं देख रहा हूँ कि खितौली के आसपास जितने भी गांव हैं, वो गांव के लोगों से मुझे बहुत अच्छा फीडबैक मिल रहा है। उसमें जो है सबसे अच्छा प्लस पॉइंट ये रहा हमारे लिए कि उसी समय जो है लास्ट अवेयरनेस फाउंडेशन के द्वारा जो बच्चों को, जो स्कूली बच्चों को जो पार्क भ्रमण कराया गया, तो उसमें एक अच्छा मैसेज गया, एक पॉजिटिव मैसेज गया पेरेंट्स के ऊपर भी और प्लस स्कूल के जो टीचर्स थे उनके ऊपर भी कि पार्क वाले भी ये भी कराते हैं। गांव के लोग पूरा सपोर्ट करने के लिए तैयार हैं, कभी भी मुझे जो है ऐसा नहीं लगता कि गांव वाले जो है हमसे अलग हैं।
We are trying to reach to the people. We are trying to establish a conversation with them, dialogue with them. We are trying to understand their problems, their grievances, and trying to educate them about the do's and don'ts of the jungle.
This kind of awareness work can be done by anyone. It doesn't need a scientist or a biologist or a highly qualified person to do this job. It can be done by anyone who has the zeal to work for conservation, like students, businessmen, housewives, teachers, or even park tourists who have some free time between their rides can step forward and take this initiative.
मेरे को 3-4 साल हो गए इनके साथ काम करते हुए। गांव के बच्चों को हम पार्क में ले जाते हैं, उनको समझाते हैं कि पार्क के अंदर क्या है और पार्क को कैसे बचाना है, जानवर को कैसे बचाना है।
Idea is to communicate, to interact and keep interacting and keep telling them the way we have to adjust, we have to accommodate the tigers and our way of living with the tigers.
कभी कभी बच्चे मुझे मानपुर में मिलते हैं, तो मैं तो उन्हें नहीं पहचान पाता क्योंकि काफ़ी बच्चों के साथ काम किया था, लेकिन वो बच्चे मुझे पहचान लेते हैं कि भैया आपने मुझे पार्क में ले गए थे और हमें टाइगर दिखाया था।
हमें बच्चे जब मिलते हैं जंगल में, कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है कि वहाँ से बच्चे लोग टाइगर देख के आते हैं और यहाँ से हम लोग जाते हैं, तो हम मिलते हैं, हाय बच्चे कैसे हो, इतना ज़ोर से खड़े होंगे ऐसा लगेगा कि इन्हें पूरे भारतवर्ष का राज्य मिल गया। ओह आई एम सो हैप्पी अंकल, वी सो द टाइगर। बहुत मज़ा आता है उस समय पे।
जब बाघ रहेगा तो जंगल में रहेगा तो मनुष्य लोग पेड़ पौधे नहीं काटेंगे, इसे पेड़ पौधे नहीं काटेंगे तो पानी आएगा, पानी मिलेगा हमको, और पानी मिलेगा तो हमको ऑक्सीजन भी